The first contact was nothing like anyone expected. The sky split open, a jagged tear in the fabric of reality. An asterisk emerged, shapeless, shifting masses of iridescent light and shadow, pulsating with an otherworldly rhythm. Scientists, theologians, and philosophers had theorized for centuries about what would happen when humanity encountered beings beyond comprehension. Panic, madness, the collapse of civilization, these were the predicted outcomes. But no one could have anticipated this. Look at it, squealed Dr. Emily Carter, a renowned astrophysicist, as she pointed at the entity hovering above the research facility. It's so fluffy. The creature, if it could even be called that, rippled and shimmered, its form constantly shifting between something resembling a jellyfish and a cloud of glittering stardust. Its surface seemed to invite touch, like the softest, most inviting plush toy imaginable. The team of researchers, armed with state-of-the-art equipment and years of training, stood in awe, their scientific rigor melting away under the sheer adorableness of the entity. "I just want to hug it," muttered Private Jenkins, one of the soldiers assigned to protect the facility. He lowered his rifle, his tough guy demeanor crumbling as he stared at the creature with wide, childlike eyes. "I mean, look at it. It's like a cosmic teddy bear." The entity let out a sound, a low, resonant hum that vibrated through the air and into the bones of everyone present. It wasn't threatening. In fact, it sounded almost giggly. The hum was accompanied by a series of glowing orbs that floated out of its form, each one pulsing with a soft, pastel light. The orbs drifted toward the humans, who instinctively reached out to touch them. "Oh my God," whispered Dr. Carter as one of the orbs landed in her palm. "It's warm. And it's purring. The phenomenon wasn't isolated to the research facility. Across the globe, wherever the entities appeared, the same reaction unfolded. People stopped in their tracks, their fear and confusion replaced by an overwhelming sense of affection. Social media exploded with posts and videos, all expressing the same sentiment: "They are so cute." Memes flooded the internet. One particularly viral image showed an entity curled up in a makeshift bed of clouds, with the caption, "When the eldritch horror just wants a nap." Another depicted a group of entities playing with a ball of light, captioned, "Cosmic Fetch Champions 2025. Governments tried to maintain order, urging caution and reminding citizens that these beings were still unknown and potentially dangerous. But their warnings fell on deaf ears. How could something so adorable be a threat? People began leaving offerings for the entities, blankets, toys, even bowls of milk. The entities, for their part, seemed to enjoy the attention, their forms shifting and glowing in response to the adoration. As the days turned into weeks, scientists began to notice something strange. The entities weren't just passively accepting human affection, they were responding to it. Their forms became more defined, taking on shapes that were increasingly familiar: fluffy animals, cartoonish characters, even human-like figures with exaggerated, endearing features. It was as if the entities were adapting to humanity's perception of them, becoming the very embodiment of cute. But not everyone was convinced. Dr. Marcus Hale, a psychologist specializing in mass hysteria, warned that this collective reaction might be a defense mechanism. "The human mind is incredibly resilient," he explained in an interview. "When faced with something truly incomprehensible, it will do whatever it takes to protect itself. In this case, it seems our brains have decided that the best way to cope is to perceive these entities as harmless and adorable. But we can't let our guard down. We still don't know what they are or what they want." His warnings were largely ignored. After all, how could anyone fear something that looked like it belonged in a children's cartoon? Then, one day, the entities began to change again. Their once soft, inviting forms grew sharper, more angular. Their glowing orbs dimmed, replaced by darker, more ominous lights. The hums and giggles turned into low, guttural growls. People began to feel uneasy, their once unshakable affection wavering. Dr. Carter was the first to notice. "Something's wrong," she said, staring at the entity that had once been her cosmic teddy bear. Its form now resembled a twisted, jagged shadow, its once soft surface bristling with sharp, needle-like protrusions. It's like it's feeding off our perception of it. We thought it was cute, so it became cute. But now..." Her voice trailed off as the entity let out a deafening roar, its form expanding and consuming the light around it. The researchers and soldiers scrambled to retreat, but it was too late. The entity lashed out, its sharp tendrils slicing through the air and the ground alike. Across the world, the same scene played out. The entities, once beloved and adored, had become something else entirely, something dark, something dangerous. Humanity's collective perception had shaped them, but now that perception was shifting, and so were they. As chaos erupted, Dr. Hale's words echoed in the minds of those who had once dismissed him. We still don't know what they are or what they want. And now, it seemed, it was too late to find out.